You must adopt a posture, a non-partisan posture, and tackle the rot. But if we all want to approach it MPP, NDC, Mr. Speaker, it will remain. NDC will spend 4 years, 16 years, 20 years. The same thing will be there. They will come into opposition, and the same thing would arise again. Then the perpetrators will be there in the system. Mr. Speaker, today, Ghanaian businesses cannot sleep because there's a new government, whereas foreign businesses are surviving because their ambassadors will be protecting their businesses. So Ghanaian businesses who did business in MPP time are at risk, whereas foreign companies are surviving because we are quick to say this business is a pro-MPP, so it should die. What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves? Mr. Speaker, I know the minister will come and say, oh, ECG has a huge bill. There is debt. Now who calls them? Us, as a political class. When there are issues, we don't identify the issue and say, this one is a national issue. Let's kill it. We want to play partisan football with it. It comes back to haunt us. How many people pay bills in Ghana? ECG, all the power that we produce. Mr. Speaker, let me hazard a guess. I can say, not on authority, that less than 20% of consumers pay. A lot of factories consume electricity, they don't pay. The prepaid is adjusted all over. At the end of the day, it becomes the debt of the state. These are things that if the minister comes and says, look, I am embarking on serious reforms, I will go all out to back him. Because if the nation fails, it affects all of us. And for MPP, NDC, we shouldn't be too comfortable with this democracy. With this day's social media, the youth, they are so impatient that if we continue to play this game, they will be watching. We may be surprised. Let's be careful. Let us be careful as a political class. The issue at stake is scandalous, is serious, it's not MPP, NDC matter. All these public institutions, and sometimes some of the appointees of the previous government, you see them even saying that they are professionals. They were not MPP. Now they come here and then they are dining with you. You're also happy. When you lose power, they turn around and they do this and that and that. And then they are hitting our heads and we are here shouting. No. The public system, the public service structure, those SOEs, that government invests so much. Every now and then, we have bureaucracies being established by law, and the state will give money. Look at the initiative, this gold board initiative. For all you know, government means well. But trust me, if in the enactment, we don't put in place the support systems, people will take the money and say, but I helped the NDC to come to power. He will even go and buy the gold, and you cannot even prosecute. I invested in Winneba. I bought taxes for my people. The person is working. He's not paying. You can't prosecute. You can't even then have to pay. What is going on in the country? Because politics. We know. We set up initiatives. Where we are helping our people. We give them the loans. Kufuor's Maslock. People didn't pay. Rawlins's intervention program, poverty alleviation, they didn't pay. When Rawlins lost, Atamus lost, and Kufuor came, all the attempt to prosecute those people who didn't pay the loan, they said because they were NDC. When Kufuor also came and they took the loan and they didn't pay, and Atamus was prosecuting, they said, I'm MPP. And it's been going on, and we see saying national debts. All these social interventions that are going down the drain, it's become consumption, not investment. So as a political class, let's wake up. Let's get more serious. Tackle the issues. $700 million is no cheap money. Go to ECG. those companies are chasing ECG, and now because the minister is enforcing the cash waterfall, they say they get only 40 million cedis, and the 40 million cedis is not even enough to pay salary. Those officers at ECG, those directors, they are the ones who should hold them to account and stop this political football we play. And then we come and we say it was MPP time. Honorable member who brought the statement up, with the greatest respect to you, I do not think an answer will be in a parliamentary inquiry. With the greatest respect to you. And honorable minister, I do not think an answer to the problem is a political inquiry. Hold the bull by the horn. And I, Kwame, will support you because I've been there. In fact, I've seen a lot of the rot in our public service system. I've seen a lot of the rot in the SOEs, but they take advantage of us as politicians. They mess up and they know that, oh, the politicians will make noise. Then they are still chopping and milking the state. You and I know. You and I know. The managing director of ECG, the director of procurement, must be seen to be telling us why, as a director of procurement, he will issue a contract, and then the contract is that deliver at the port, bring bill of lading, and ask for payment without even having access to it. And then a minister is to take a blame. A minister must not take a blame on this matter. It shouldn't be a political partisan matter, but it's a system failure which we have the capacity, the authority to deal with. I shall rest my case, Mr. Speaker. If we are serious, this is the day. And Minister, I crave your indulgence to do what is right for legacy purpose.